Alrighty. Mic was muted, I didn't realize. Okay, so I'm back. And, yep, we have 3 characters. Not quite sure what to do with her, because... yeah. She's kind of just there. Alright. So Harden's Pass. We can't quite pass through, because we have to, actually go through Harden's Pass in order to complete this. Hey, look, it's a bunny, guys. I wonder what it could be. Like, say, for instance, if I attack it. Wow. Yep. So there's a Stillwater Giant. So the Stillwater Giant was a thing of legend or whatever. But, obviously, as you can see there, we, ran into it. Part of me wants to know if I can find a cage somewhere to actually cage it up, but I don't think that'd be a good idea, actually. It's probably a very terrible idea to try to encounter the Stillwater Giant like that and try to kill him. Probably a terrible, yeah, even attempt. Oh, polar bears, that's just great. That's the way to show those bastards. Grab that shipper bit. Start activating some of these. No, just that one for right now. Should be fine. World map is not available. Okay. I mean, even the map of this place is not available. I guess it's yeah, just not available. Sometimes you run into that with some of these open lands. Not quite a dungeon, so it doesn't actually have, like, I don't know, I guess whatever. Doesn't quite have rooms and whatnot, so I guess less easier to map. So yeah. So I guess I'll just have to explore this. I'd like to get what's her name though. Not this chick. There's another ally party member that you can get later. That's the way to show those Of course, it'd probably be better if I just ran straight through this and not tried to do every little thing.
How can I help?
Bronze barbarian clothes. Okay. attacks of dark lightning. That sounds lovely. Random bolt of lightning. Not even sure if I went the right way. Might have went the completely wrong way, to be honest. This might be the back side, or the alternate pathway. Let's see if I go up here. Maybe there's something here. No, I don't think that's it. Pretty sure that's the, yeah, that's not it. Whatever, I'll just keep on walking until it gets far enough away. There we go. So just follow this path. Kind of got lost there for a second. Not sure which way to go, but that's not the direction. Maybe it's this way. Looks about right. Sugar Beast. Oh, is Virgil not able to heal me sometimes now? I guess that would make sense with my technological. Poor Virgil. He's over here like not able to heal us. Frigidon. Damn, she almost died.
That's the way to show those bastards.
Okay, is there any way we can like pass by these mobs? Because I'm not trying to level up right now. I actually need to get another character that... Whatever. I'm just trying to get past here, not actually trying to progress in level. Well, the game's gonna probably force me to do so. Yeah, we're about to level up, whether we like it or not. Whatever. It's not like I got her, what's her name, really soon anyways. Level 42. Son of a bitch.
What is it that you want?
Oh, it's funny that she keeps on falling. Keeps on slipping on the ice, I guess. Oh wow, she's using the axe handle as a weapon. That's great. And she fell again. God, would you stop being so useless?
How can I help you?
I kinda wish the game scaled the characters to your level. It would make a lot more sense, but I guess not. Damn, seriously. there's way too many of these fucking mobs. I'm not trying to level here. Virgil's using all his mana. It's okay, because he has a lot of fucking mana, so it's not like it's really gonna hurt him. Okay, can we, like... Get the fuck out of here, maybe? There we go. Jeez, that took forever to get the hell out of there. Alright, to Kantara. Easy.
How can I help? What is it?
I guess that's one thing that I like about throwing, is that you can't really drop your weapon.
How can I help?
Yay, they let me pass just because I'm an elf. Well, that's not quite the reason, but... Okay, that's gonna be a quest to do. Some elven hunters to track. There's a few other quests to handle as well, but... take Swift to... Swift is once you to bring her to Tarant safely. Yeah, I'll do that sometime. When I'm not busy. Not otherwise occupied. Actually, let's wait till morning. This is going to be annoying for people to watch otherwise. There we go. Ah, okay. Let's see if they have anything that she'll take. I don't think she'll take that, but it doesn't hurt to try. Probably will take that necklace. Most likely. Nope. She'll take the necklace though, as I thought. Small gym. A scientist? Huh. Studying the local wildlife. Huh. Well, more like a, well, I guess, I suppose more of a scientist or sort of practicing. She wants the Volar's Wisp stuff. Okay, cool. So that's 2 gems I have now that are odd and apparently can be used to aid me later in a fight or something. It's cool, I guess. Okay. Almost there. I'm just gonna do some other extra shit or look around. For the most part, I'm pretty much done here.
Greetings, stranger. What is it you need? No, you're correct. We've never met. My name is very old and very long. Perhaps it would be best if you simply called me Raven. Of course. Certainly. How can I help you? The Silver Lady? Oh, you mean my mother. That's quite a request, and one not so easily granted. And believe me when I tell you that no one sees my mother until I see it as necessary. She may be our queen, but I oversee the daily matters here in Kintara. You'll have your chance. Forgive me if I seem a little abrupt, but I've many things on my mind today, and there's much to be done. Once I've taken care of some of the more pressing matters, I'll talk with you about your needs. Your offer is greatly appreciated, my friend. We'd appreciate any help you might be willing to give. There is a group of humans camped about a day's journey from here. We know not what they want, but where humans go, trouble usually follows. The place they are camped at is called Falcon's Egg, and it is considered a holy place for the elves of Kintara. We would like you to find out why the humans are there and remove them. Of course. Well, Falcon's Egg, as I told you, is elven holy ground. Many years ago, there was an elven queen, and her name was Falcon. She was out hunting one day and with her bow shot a stag. When she had caught up with it, it was lying next to a pool of water, slowly bleeding from a wound in its side. The stag spoke to her, and within it were the spirits of the elves who had become the soul of the stag, and with her arrow she had pierced both it and them. And they were both sad and afraid, as the stag's life was their own, and when it died, so would they. She could do nothing. She sat with the stag's head in her arms, sang its stories, and washed its wound with her tears. And the ache in her heart grew as the old elven voices faded, grew so much that when they finally passed, she passed with them. Of course. What would you like to know? It doesn't matter to me how you remove them, but you must understand this. Under no circumstances are you to shed blood on that ground. The spirits there exact their price, and you do not want to pay it. Do you understand? Do not raise your hand against another. Of course. What would you like to know? It's not far from here. I'll mark your map with the location. Of course. What would you like to know? Splendid. Are you sure you understand what needs to be done? There are a few things that are very important that you know. Good. I thank you for your help. And good luck to you. I'll await your return.
She's pretty much the elf partner for, or elf follower for the game. I think the game tried to balance out the characters that you get. So you get a dwarf, you get a human first, then a dwarf, and then an elf. So that kind of balances out the three main races. As far as like the main side characters, I mean, there's a bunch of side characters, but the main story side characters that you directly run into are an elf, or a human, a dwarf, and an elf. And then there's more. There's the bad side characters, which there's an evil human, and then there's actually there's several evil humans. They seem to really like going with portraying humans as very cruel people, cruel creatures. And elves are usually gentle, but there are some exceptions.
What is it that you wanted?
I'm gonna wait till morning. Or sleep until morning. I guess that works too. And then dwarves, of course, are, well, they do whatever the fuck they want as far as dwarves do things. As long as they don't go against their own code. Alright, I can't remember where I'm supposed to go from here. Definitely not at Falcon's Acre. Wherever that... Oh, here we go. This is where it begins. So these monsters won't attack me because it's a peaceful place. Well, they won't attack any of us, really. And these guys are just sitting here doing whatever the heck they're doing. Actually, I'm gonna load, or I'm gonna add some stuff to me to make this a little bit better. Get that charisma bonus. Doesn't matter if I have the shield or not. Okay, I'm gonna take these rings off. Get that persuasion bonus. That should be good. Everybody dies. So what we need to do here is, well, find some way to drag them out. Well, I guess if I represent myself as working for the elves, then he's not going to really care. But if I represent myself as the face of law, maybe he'll care. Okay. Okay. After a lot of twisting and turning with that conversation, I guess we're good. Although on the bad side, I put Gilbert's Gilbert Bates' name under the well, mentioned him, I guess. So lied. Said that Bates was trying to get into the industry as far as logging. I wonder what the actual thing says. Remove the humans from Falcon's Egg. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter how they're removed, as long as it's not violently and, well, not with the result of any damage to the elves. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Fucked up there. To the morning. I want to advance it a day, just an hour or two. There we go.
Hello again. It's so very good to see you. Certainly. Thank you very much. Your help in the matter is much appreciated. Now, what was it you needed to speak to my mother about? A dark tale full of pain. And it would seem that the blame lies with us, the elves. I do not, and none of the elves who live here bear it. But it bothers me very much, pulls darkly at my heart and mind. There is another possibility, one I'd rather not think of. No, you need to speak with my mother of these things. She will know what to do. She's just beyond the large door behind me. But be warned, my mother is a magical being of great power. Her spirit swims in the flow, and sometimes she is more of that world than this one. What she sees is not always what we see, so her answers might seem strange to you. Ask what you wish to know, and listen. When you're through speaking with her, come and find me.
What is it that you want of me? How can I help?
Actually, it doesn't really matter. I can have 4 followers at the moment, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah, max followers 4, so we'll be fine if she's still in the party.
Hello again. It's so certainly. I do know she.
Okay. So I didn't realize the level difference between Raven and myself, so that's 10 levels. Quite the difference when it comes to this game.
Hello. I welcome you, traveler. I know you've come far, and I've expected you for a long time now. I've seen you approaching from both east and west, traveler. And you bring them with you, all of them. They've no choice but to follow. I know. We speak different languages, you and I. The things I see, wrapped in the past and the present, and shrouded in the veils of magic. I cannot translate my visions into your own. You must listen, traveler. Listen and learn to see. What is it you seek, traveler? The living one? Oh, traveler, why would you think I would know of such a thing? It's an interesting thing about prophecies, traveler. They're no clearer to one such as myself living both in and out of the stream than they are to you walking the shore. The flow swirls around them until they are ready. And in the end, really, is it going to matter who someone pointed a finger at? These people can only see what follows in your wake, traveler. Pass your hand through the flame and it flickers. If you've tired of the mantle, then shed it. Disappear. Otherwise, don't be surprised at what people do. Yes, I can see them. But the ravens are circling, and the storm rages but subsides. And yet there is lightning, and then shadow, and then the storm howls again, tearing. I can't even look at it. Wait. Oh, look. They've taken in a small child with machine dreams, and hands of hinged metal, and a heart in which coal burns brightly. I don't know of what you speak, traveler. Please, listen. Try to hear with my ears. I see a flame atop a hill, burning so brightly, and below a field of wheat around a pool of water, and the flame spitting fire and consuming the wheat and the lake, and losing itself as well. It's dark here. So dark. And the flame is here too. But this flame burns black onyx and cold, and shadow is its child. Are they here as well? I can't see that far. A plain of mirrored glass, a sky of white, a lone figure. Wait, which is the reflection? I'm unsure. That is all I see, traveler. The riddle is created by you. Do you have anything else you'd like to ask? Min Gorad, an old name, traveler. Oh, a man is screaming and carves a key with his fingers, and the birds have plucked his eyes out. And the wolf watches, motionless, his paw in the air. A tear in the curtain, and only darkness beyond. A ragged wound, mended with a ring of blasted stone. A hand that sees, but is blinded. A man draped in truth, wearing a mask. And they hide. The lost children, they hide. A gray mist, even to me. But there, he runs, dropping veined and painted leaves. And the flock comes, talons outstretched, and wings of fire, and he is consumed. But the leaves... Run quickly, traveler. Find what was left behind. In the place of smoke and water, he is there. He is there. I see no more. The stream is again calm. Was there anything else? I know that, traveler. But I also know that clarity is often the child of time. Your answers lie both in front and behind. Make sure not to overlook one for the other. I go now, traveler. We will meet again, though I'm not sure on which side. No matter. Farewell.
Okay.
Hello again. It's so very good to see you. Certainly. How can... And what did you ask her about? Black Mountain Clan. What did she see? Ravens and a storm? And why did the storm subside and then rage once again? Nothing in my mother's visions is ever what it seems. We'll have to think on this. Black Mountain Clan. What did she see? As you told her, this must have been the man you know as Gilbert Bates. She saw him because he plays such a large role in their fate. Black Mountain Clan. What did she see? I'm not sure what that represents, but I know that fire in her visions often represents magic. And the water you say quenched it? Or did the flame burn itself out? Black Mountain Clan. What did she see? There are two separate visions. The flame again represents magic, but twisted somehow, burning darkly. And did you say that the Black Mountain Clan was near this flame? The mirrored plain, a white sky, a lone figure. The worlds on either side of that mirror are the same. Who could say which one is real? Odd. Black Mountain Clan. What did she see? Ravens and a storm? Mingarad. What did she see? What the Screaming Man and his key represent, I have no idea. But I do know that the official symbol for the city of Caledon is a wolf, with one paw raised in the air. I'm not so sure. Remember, my mother's visions are shackled by neither our eyes nor our time. The events she describes might be in either the future or the past. Let's look at all she said before we go any further. Mingarad. What did she see? There's something about that entire vision which pulls at my memory, especially the ring. I'll think about it further. Mingarad. What did she see? I have no idea. Interesting. That's the ancient symbol of the Malokian hand. Do you know of it? The Malokian hand were assassins for what used to be known as the Darien Ka, the ancient order of the dead. The Darien Ka were a shadowy group who formed during the Age of Legends. Their membership and their agenda were always very secret. I know little about them beyond the most cursory knowledge, but there have always been rumors about who they were and what they were doing. As I said, the Malokian hand were their assassins. From what I remember of what was written about them, the hand was ejected from the Order of the Dead on grounds of doctrinal differences. There was a small struggle, and then the hand disappeared. There are always rumors of its reemergence, but from what I know, that's all they are. Rumors. I agree, but I don't know why they would be involved in this business. Very interesting. I don't really know, although it would seem that perhaps they are being misled. Blindness in my mother's visions is sometimes associated with deception. As far as the man in the mask was draped in truth, I have no idea. Mingarad. What did she see? This one is the most interesting of all, and it seems that my fears may have well been correct. Do you remember when I told you that the name of Mingarad bothered me in some way? Well, I believe that may have been so because Mingarad is a dark name. A dark elf name. Do you know of the dark elves? It's a long story. But sometime during the Age of Legends, many years even before my mother was born, there were a group of elves who separated themselves. There were philosophical differences, and they were no longer welcome in our forests. Those elves became what we know as the Dark Elves. The Age of Legends refers to a time in Arcanum's history when things were much different than they are now. There was an elven council that ruled over all of the races, and magic was a large part of everyone's lives. It was a time of heroes and great good, and also of great evil. A time before the rise of technology, before the Dwarven clan wars, before the mages left for Tula. They believe that this world and all of its races are subject to elven rule. They believe that elves are superior because of our close connection to nature, our power in the ways of magic, and the longevity of our physical form. They see the other races as bumbling children who need our guidance, regardless of its severity. The elves of Kantara, in fact all other elves, believe that everything and everyone has a rightful place in the experience which forms this reality. Elves feel that very little, if anything, ever happens that isn't part of the natural progression of that state. They feel no superiority because of their advantages. That is just the role they have been picked to play. Unfortunately not. The Dark Elves are seen in the same light as everyone else. They have the role and they are playing it. I believe Well, let us say that I don't always see eye to eye with those in Kintara concerning the rightful place of the Dark Elves. My role here is as protector. I will do so regardless of the cost. The elves of Kintara, in fact all other elves, believe that everything and everyone has a rightful place and unfortunately not. The Dark Elves are seen in the same... My mother's vision of the lost children was referring, I believe, to the Dark Elves. They were hidden from her because they are hidden from all of us. Through magic and isolation, we've not seen where they live for almost 500 years. There was a man many years ago who had come to the Glimmering Forest to study the elves, and I remember that he was very interested in the Dark Elves especially. There were rumors about his capture by them and an escape. As I said, he was a researcher, a strange little man, a bit overdressed, but kind-hearted and very intelligent. I was young then, a mere 160 years old. He was the first human I'd ever seen.
Oh, mere 160 years old. That's young to an elf. Fuck.
His name? It was a long time ago. But I remember because he said it so often. I think humans just like hearing the sound of their own names. Terwilliger. Dr. Renford A. Terwilliger. I can hear him saying it even now.
Obviously she had some sort of relationship with this Renford A. Terwilliger.
I don't know. It almost seemed in the vision that the flock who consumed him were more interested in the leaves. And my mother even said to find what was left behind, these leaves might very well be what we're looking for. She could mean almost anywhere. But if I were to make a guess, I'd say she was talking about the human city of Tarant. It lies in the Gulf of Morbihan, and its, what do you call them? Factories are always belching smoke into the skies. That and I knew that Terwilliger was from there. You have a place to begin your search, my friend. It would seem that if you need to find this Mingarod, you're going to need to find the village of the Dark Elves. The only person who might know where they are is Renford A. Terwilliger. He may or may not be in Tarant, but it's a good place to start looking. You impress me, my friend. Few are those like you who would take this burden upon themselves. You've earned my respect. Return to me when you found the Dark Elves, and tell me what you uncover. We will have much to discuss.
Okay. Well. So straight to Tarant, I guess. I'm gonna try to leave a little bit of these quests on the wayside until I get Raven in the party. Well, I'm going to ignore that happened.
Hello again, certain.
That's another quest thing to have to deal with, and we're not going to get into that quite yet. That would actually take quite a little bit of a minute to solve and whatnot, so I'll pass for right now. So Tarant is where we need to go next. Try to do all the main quests stuff until I get Raven. Once I get Raven in the party, boom, I can start doing all the side shit. Yep. Yeah, I'm already streaming. Alrighty. Let me get rid of those clothes, actually. See if this trader will buy them. He doesn't want any of it.
How can I help you?
There we go. Sell that at least. Okay, I'm just gonna sell these boots to the junker. Take my boots, bitch. It's pretty much the same thing right here. Yeah. It's actually better to hold to use those other boots. That's kind of funny. Even if they're magical boots, they give no bonuses because the character just can't use them. No schematics, huh? Oh, I got the pocket watch parts though. I'll take that.
How can I?
Alright, Magnus. Craft me something real quick,
can I help
buddy.
you?
Actually, no, I can do it.
How can
What's
I
your
help?
level in crafting? Not quite yet there, are we? Okay. Wait. I'm not to Dwarven Gauntlets yet, am I? No. No, I'm not. Oh, okay. Guess it just forced me to kind of be over there on that page. Whatever. Looking for that. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, more eye gear.
How can I?
I mean, it's kind of useless right now, but I'll just hold on to it for right now. Really? Come on now. Okay. There's actually a lot of more stuff that I can explore, and I'm already level 42, and I'm finding this experience to be very OP in this mod of this game. It's supposed to be some sort of EXP balancer, but I'm already nearly max level, so well, 8 levels away from max level. So obviously something's something's wrong here. Something is certainly off as far as the scale. It's not as if I don't like getting more levels. I mean, it's kind of neat, but still feels a little bit weird. Alright, is there anything here I can actually use? I'll get some more pocket watch parts and other shit. Alright. Cool. So, what do we need to start with next? I'm kind of at a loss now as what to do next because, well, I'm not sure where you're supposed to go next with this, to be honest. Said to find Renford A. Terwilliger, so maybe that. I'll first go to Gilbert Bates and talk to him, I guess. It's probably the better idea here. This game's lagging slightly. Hold on, let me see if I can adjust something. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, there we go. Maybe all that will help. Just adjust the CPU settings.
Tell me what news?
Wow, okay. I guess no new information. I guess he only cares about the Black Mountain Clan. He doesn't care about the other shit that I'm working on, as far as trying to get to them. So the information the elves gave me is kind of useless to him. Yeah, we're not quite in that part yet. Oh, I'm suddenly realizing this game is going to be a very long one. I'm maybe halfway through the game, if that. It's funny because I thought I was a little farther, but it's because of the way this mod works. I guess the EXP scaling is a little higher. So what to do? What to do? I'm not quite sure where to start. Need to find Renford A. Terwilliger. That's the first goal here. Oh, you know what? I know what to do. Okay, I need to go to the records area. I think the records area is down here. Yeah, Hall of Records. There we go. Talk to this lady. Maybe we'll get somewhere. Nope. That's not helping at all. Oh. Okay, what does the quest map say? Told Raven about what has transpired. She knew not the name of Mengorad. She told me to speak with the Silver Lady concerning these things, and to return to her once I had. Oh wait, I think I fucked up. I think I really fucked up actually. Okay. I think I forgot to talk to Raven again. Either that or the quest didn't continue or something. I don't know. I'm confused now. Let's see if I can talk to Raven again. Seems the quest didn't like trigger from that part. If that's so, then yeah. That's kind of shitty. I don't know where to start then. Alright, let's try this again. Get to Gantara. Try to talk to her again and see what happens. I thought I had talked to her. Well, I did, of course, talk to her, but for whatever reason, I think I reloaded without talking to her again on accident. Oh yeah. Okay, let's move on. That's the still water giant. Well, rabbit, but if you attack the rabbit, it transforms itself into a still water giant, and then you get murdered. Because that thing's way too tough to kill. Okay. Here we go. Alright, I think I didn't actually talk to the Silver Lady. And that's where this whole problem reside. Yeah. And I didn't realize I had not done it. So let's see.
Hello. I know I'm. What is it? The lip.
Hello again. Certain. And what blackmail, rape, blackmail, as you blackmail, I'm blackmail. There are two Min. What the scream? I'm not so sure. There's Mingarad. What did she see? What the, I'm not so Mingarad. There's something about that entire visual Mingarad. I have no idea. Interesting. That's the ancient symbol of the Malokian hand were assassins for what used to be the dare. As I don't really know. Mingarad. What did she see? This one. Do you remember when I told you that the name of Mingarad bothered me in some way? Well, I believe that may have been so because Mingarad is a dark name. A dark elf name. Do you know of the Dark Elves? It's a long story. But sometime during the Age of Legends, many years even before my mother was born, there were a group of elves who separated themselves. There were philosophical differences, and they were no longer welcome in our forests. Those elves became what we know as the Dark Elves. They believe that this world and all of its races are subject to elven rule. They believe that elves are superior because of our close connection to nature, our power in the ways of magic, and the longevity of our physical form. They see the other races as bumbling children who need our guidance, regardless of its severity. I believe, well, let us say that I don't always see eye to eye with those in Kintara concerning the rightful place of the Dark Elves. My role here is as protector. I will do so regardless of the cost. The elves of Kintara, in fact all other elves, believe that everything and everyone has a rightful place in the experience which forms this reality. Unfortunately not. The Dark Elves are seen in the same light as everyone else. They have their role and they are playing it. My mother's vision of the lost children was referring, I believe, to the Dark Elves. They were hidden from her because they are hidden from all of us. Through magic and isolation, we've not seen where they live for almost 500 years. There was a man many years ago who had come to the Glimmering Forest to study the elves, and I remember that he was very interested in the Dark Elves especially. There were rumors about his capture by them and an escape. As I said, he was a researcher, a strange little man, a bit overdressed, but kind-hearted and very intelligent. I was young then, a mere 160 years old. He was the first human I'd ever seen. His name? It was a long time ago, but I remember because he said it so often. I think humans just like hearing the sound of their own names. Terwilliger. Dr. Renford A. Terwilliger. I can hear him saying it even now. I don't know. It almost seemed in the vision that the flock who consumed him were more interested in the leaves. And my mother even said to find what was left behind, these leaves might very well be what we're looking for. What is it you've seen? Yes. Interesting. It does paint an interesting picture, and it might change the way we think about some of them. The ravens circling the storm, the man who had his eyes plucked out by the birds, and now this man dropping leaves. She could mean almost anywhere, but if I were to make a guess, I'd say she was talking about the human city of Tarant. It lies in the Gulf of Morbihan, and its, what do you call them? Factories are always belching smoke into the skies. That and I know that Terwilliger was from there. You have a place to begin your search, my friend. It would seem that if you need to find this Mingarad, you're going to need to find the village of the Dark Elves. The only person who might know where they are is Renford A. Terwilliger. He may or may not be in Tarant, but it's a good place to start looking. You impress me, my friend. Few are those like you who would take this burden upon themselves. You've earned my respect. Return to me when you found the Dark Elves, and tell me what you uncover. We will have much to discuss.
Okay, so that time we actually talked to her. I guess whenever I loaded that save, trying to avoid the one of the side quests, I had not realized that I had loaded too far, and that I hadn't talked to the Silver Lady or talked to Raven again after talking to the Silver Lady about the whole quest subject. So now that I did talk to Raven and the Silver Lady, I can actually return to Tarant, knowing that Renford A. Terwilliger is the person that we're supposed to be chasing after, or trying to find clues of. He's the one that was trying to find Dark Elves, and so he'll be the best candidate to find out about where they were located. Random ass silver ring. Alright. Oh, we almost there? Seriously. Here we go. Awesome. So now shit's actually going to be happening in this town, or city, whatever. You notice something is missing. You've been pickpocketed. Wait, what? I've been pickpocketed. What? What does it mean I've been pickpocketed? Hold on. I'm so confused right now. They take my dynamite? Is that what happened? Hold on, I'm gonna redo this. Not sure what I would have been pickpocketed by. Had to have been some really skilled pickpocket to be able to get me while I was traveling. A golden bear. Jesus Christ, that golden bear just fucking destroyed Virgil. Okay. Can we actually get there without having to run into things that will murder us, or run into a pickpocket or something like that? Something that won't happen, that isn't going to affect my adventure here. Oh, okay, that's good enough, I guess. Grizzly bears. Not too bad. I'll take the grizzly bear. Seriously. Okay.
How can I help?
Alright. Oh my gosh, really? Come on now, people. Encounters are getting ridiculous. The rest rusty sword. Not really good, worth anything. Great, I wasn't pickpocketed this time. I'm not even sure who the hell would have pickpocketed me along that path. Completely unsure. It's weird. Unless I ran into some civilian here that pickpocketed a character. Even that's a little far-fetched. Ooh, schematics. Illuminated decoy. And medical arachnid. I'll take the medical arachnid. Minute Steamworks? It's actually a rare item to come across. I don't think you come across the minute Steamworks very often at all, actually. Illuminated decoy. Whatever. So all these though. What's this? Miracle cure. I don't need that. I'll think about it. Alright, any schematics from this dude? Nothing. Okay. Well, I guess we can make some sheet metal and leather gloves together.
What is it?
Here we go. There it is. Here you go, Magnus.
How can I help?
Do some magic.
How can I help?
Oh. Yeah, probably make that a featherweight axe as well while I'm over there. So that, he doesn't want that. Oh, it's unidentified. Need to get that identified anyways. Shadowing robes, yay! Okay. So, did he have anything else? I don't think he did. Looks like I picked everything from him. Yep. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. I guess made those gauntlets, so take that. Go ahead and take that as well, and that, and the rest of this, honestly. I just doesn't need to carry around all this shit, including these and that. Oh, lovely! This is gonna be a long walk. All right, come on, dude. You can go faster than that. I believe in you. Almost there. Take those lockpicks too. She doesn't need that shit.
What is it that you...
Virgil can keep all his rings and stuff. Guess if I'm gonna be dragging her around, I might as well have her properly help out. Grab the dwarven ore, grab a capacitor, toss in that, this stuff. Keep that. Toss that. Toss that. Toss that. Toss all those and these and that. So the capacitor, which that'll make another charge ring, and that for the axe. What else? I already had elven boots here. Didn't even see that. Not sure why they're in here. Probably just save them for what's her name? Raven. Yeah, I'll just hold on to them for Raven. It's all good. All this other junk. Okay. Take that light, you don't need that. And the rings you can take as well.
How can I help?
Magnus, take these and craft yourself a nice little
How can I help
axe.
you? What would you like me to do? How can I help you?
There we go. Alrighty.
How can I help?
Question is, does he actually... Oh, wow. Featherweight axes, 1 stone. That's great. Speed 20 versus a speed 11. Guess it's not really that great. Yeah, whatever. Let's drop that in there.
What is it?
What about you, Virgil? You're good. You're about as good as you can get, really. Fucking healing master, Virgil. It's a beast. Alright, so we're gonna look through the records to find Renford A. Terwilliger. So that's the only place I can think of to actually start with finding him. Seriously need to deal with those fucking rats. Okay. Why can't I unlock the door? That's fucking weird. Whatever. Let's try this again. The guard. He didn't like that. I'm just trying to rid your fucking place of rats, dick. Whatever. If you want the rats to stay in there, you can keep them. Let's get straight to the records then. It's annoying me that the character's getting attracted to the rats, or, well, trying to attack them. Renford A. Terwilliger. Alright. Not seem to be an individual by that name in Tarant. Ooh, wow, okay, Renford A. Terwilliger, human, born unknown, died 1804 here in Tarant. That's 80 years ago. Yes, please. Yes, here we are. Renford A. Terwilliger, author of the Tisan Ang, Horror Among Dark Elves, was found dead in his home today. His death appears to have occurred among mysterious circumstance. The authorities are calling for further investigation. Well, of course that's a cold case now at this point. Alright, great. That's good. Well then. So he's dead. Find out about Renford 8 Terwilliger. Obtain a copy of Horror Among Dark Elves by Renford 8 Terwilliger. Find out about Mengorad and the village of the Dark Elves and report back to Raven. Locate the village of the Dark Elves. Damn, that's like 4 different actual quests there. Okay. Let's talk to Gilbert Bates. Maybe he'll have some clues as to where to look.
You have returned.
Oh, no new information. Sad day. Thanks for being useful, Gilbert. Or not being useful at all. One of those two. Oh, here's that protest. We'll deal with that later. The Library of Tarrant. Okay. Alright, so the library. I didn't think about that. I should have figured that that's where I should need to go next. Okay, so the Library of Tarrant. That is all the way up here. I mean, I knew about the library, but kind of forgot. Because it's been a while. What's this place? Definitely not the library, but... Oh, okay, that's somewhere else. I guess some sort of chapel or something, I don't know. What is this? University. Ah. Interesting. Huh. I can actually purchase manuals? That's weird. Huh. I can cheat. That's cool. Alright. Oh, look. It's already done. Deed is done.
How can I?
That's cool though. It's not really cheating, I guess, if you buy the book, but the book teaches you further on certain colleges of whatever. Innovation, technology, blah blah blah. Jesus. 1,500 coins for a goddamn membership. Okay. The Curse of Tisanang, okay. Alright. Curse of Tisanang by Kendrick Wales. plainest words possible, the mysteries surrounding Renford A. Terwilliger and his controversial work known as Horror Among Dark Elves. Many of the stories I present to you are both strange and frightening. He was born in 1750. His fabled trip to the Glimmering Forest was made in 1768. Oh, he was 18. Huh, okay. His 18th year, he was indeed, as per his book, accompanied by an elven tracker named Jaran Banal. Records housed within Tarantian Zoological Society validate this fact. Mr. Banal was never heard from nor seen again after the expedition. As for Mr. Terwilliger's account of his adventures in the elven city of Kuntara, or his supposed discovery of the mythical Tisan-Ang, no one can be sure. Most scholars and collectors of literature assume that Terwilliger's book is a work of fiction, and as such fantastical literature was all the rage at the time. I might be inclined to agree, yet one must only look upon the events following the publication of Horror Among Dark Elves to see that he very well may have found something deep within the Glimmering Forest that was never, ever meant to be found. There were very few copies of the book ever published. Records concerning the initial print run are scarce, but it is believed that no more than 100 were ever released to the public. 4 days after the book was shipped to Tarantian bookstores, the factory that printed it was burned to the ground. The owner, a Mr. Jeremiah Gomes, was found in his home, brutally murdered by an unknown assailant. The 4 bookstores that had purchased the volume for sale in Tarant suffered the same fate. Only 15 copies of the book were sold before this final store was destroyed. Those 15 copies became an immediate collector's item. Enormous sums of money were paid for the remaining volumes. After a few months, the books had fallen into various respected collections across Arcanum. Each and every one of the owners of the books began to complain of strange happenings once the book was in their possession. All of them told of frightening stories and visions, shadowy figures following them wherever they went, unexplained illnesses and untimely deaths. Many attributed to this paranoia a trite brand of sensationalism to create an even greater demand for the book. Unfortunately, their fears were all too justified. All of them were dead within 5 years of the initial publication. Their volumes were either stolen, burned, or disfigured beyond recognition. Indeed, they had suffered what can be known as the curse of Tisan-Ang. Strangely enough, lived a relatively long life. Cursed in his own way to witness the evil fruits of his labors, he saw himself as the cause of these horrors and wrote extensively of it within his memoirs. The following is an excerpt from them, only days before he died within his sleep. I will never forgive myself for what I have unleashed upon the world. Had I the courage, I would travel again to the Glimmering Forest and unleash holy vengeance upon those evil creatures that have plagued our fair land and its peoples. Alas, I no longer have the strength nor the power, and now there is only my own end that I pray for every day. Until a few short months ago, it was thought that there were no remaining copies of the book. After an exhaustive investigation, I have found out that this is not at all the case. The last known copy of the book, owned by famed book collector Mr. Philip Misk, was thought to have perished with its owner in a fire almost 50 years ago. Now, with new evidence presented by a reliable source, I have discovered that Mr. Misk's son, Victor Misk of Caledon, still has the copy in his possession and is hiding it for fear that the curse will again visit his family. Okay. I remember this. So, this guy, whoever authored this book, thank this guy for me being able to continue this quest, because it would be really hard to find the Victor Misk, but he's the reason why, once I go to Caledon, he's the reason why Victor Misk is dead. And, yeah. Yeah, that's great. Like how he says, I pray that those people don't have to deal with this, but then he goes ahead and just fucking, oh, that's great. It's wonderful. Okay, Well then, so Caledon is where we need to go. To next. First, before I do that, I'm gonna go to the magic shop. Oh, great. Game's lagging out. Bugging out. Breaking. One of those. He doesn't want those, okay. Alright, the other trader. Find Mr. Victor Misk. Lovely. It's funny. It's probably what actually got Victor killed, was that book. Ironic. I actually checked this shop right here for anything. Bullets and grenade launcher. Oh, that sounds like fun. A grenade launcher. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just get that just for the hell of it. Just because it's grenade launcher, that's the reason why. Because why the fuck not? I'd be insane to not actually try to, yeah. So what does it look like? I wonder. It's gonna be probably in guns. No? Oh, there it is. Awesome. Notice, now requires shotgun and wine glass. Huh. Okay. The product of combining a shotgun and fabulously fermentable wine glass. Okay. Well, isn't that just wonderful? It's not really the wine glass, but I think there's a reason why the modder did that. It's because to balance the game so that you don't go too soon to get that grenade launcher. Because if you were to get that grenade launcher really soon in the game, then you'd pretty much just be breaking the game as far as killing everything that you come across. Because it's a very OP weapon. I suppose it makes sense. Anyways, get the fuck out of here. Actually. The boats. Need to go to the ships and the shit. Maybe they'll take me to Caledon. Maybe. Nice. Alright. Oh, ready to go. Let's head over there. Awesome. Alright. So this is Caledon. Look how all the newspapers are from Tarrant. Which church murderer strikes? Huh. Or Witted Church, I don't know. smith. I've got a small machine plate mill. This dude's doing well off. Blade launcher. What? Okay. I'll check that one out too. A blade launcher. That sounds amazing. Dwarven plate mail. It's pretty good. Dwarven chainmail. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sell these robes. Nobody wants them. Wait, she'll take the paper for 3 coins? That's really weird. Okay. So like, sure, I'll take paper. Wait, what? Alright, here we are. Victor Misk's home. Wesley Carrington, the butler here at Miss Household. Awesome. You haven't heard? Oh, I see. Perhaps you ought to speak to Miss Misk. She's in the parlor, sir. Well, she's right there. Thank you. Dressed in a dark blue gown with a small hat and veil, she's strikingly beautiful. Her hair is a deep shade of amber. Her eyes ice blue with a little swollen red. You surmise she's been crying. The late Mr. Misk. Unbalanced in the last few months of his life, he began having delusions, frequent anxiety attacks ever since they released that cursed book. Yes, once the book was released here in Caledon, he became convinced he was going to be the next victim of that so-called cursed. I tried to comfort him, to tell him that it was all an author's conjecture, but he just wouldn't listen. He would say, I got my old dad and now they're coming for me. We buried him a month later. Ah, okay. Well, this is gonna be fun. Time to put on the persuasion gear. Alright. I'll be right back.